15 Notre Dame and number 5 Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. Jim Boeheim's guys undefeated on the season, but the Irish putting a scare into the Orange. Ben Hansbrough for 3. Irish by 6. Later in the second half, Scoop Jardine to Rick Jackson. Big Rick ties it at 42. Syracuse going on a run here. Dion Waiters, yeah, and the foul. Syracuse up by 9 after the free throw, and then off the steal, Chris Joseph gonna finally get it and drop it on in. He had 18. Syracuse by 12. The Orange 15-0. Best start in 11 years.
Day of the year, Duke hosting Miami. There's the Krzyzewski fella, standard Krzyzewski spelling. First half, Duke up by 4. Nolan Smith starts getting it rolling. That's good for 3. And then Smith, top of the key, 3 more there. And you know what? That works so well. Why don't we let him fire it up again? There you go. Smith, 9 consecutive points for the Blue Devils. We jump to the second half, and Smith still good. 3 minutes to play. Duke up 12. Smith this time down the lane. Gets it to go soft off the window. He finished with a season-high 28 points. Duke wins at 74-63 to open ACC play with a win.
You know, in the Big East, they had a test with Georgetown at Madison Square Garden Monday night. That's DeJuan Blair. He did some things in the Big East once upon a time. DJ Kennedy up top for Justin Burrell. And look at Burrell extend for the finish. But Georgetown still up 1. Under a minute to go, Georgetown down 2. Jason Clark, bucket and the foul. Made the free throw, put the Hoyas back up 1. But Dwight Hardy wasn't having it. Look at the reverse move. He had 20. St. John's back up 1. Able to elude the shot blocker and get the finish. 30 seconds to go in the game. Same score. Austin Freeman. Hoyas need a bucket. He can't get it. But Clark is there for the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled. Made both of his free throws, and Georgetown will take the lead by 1 once again. 15 seconds left. Same score. Hardy going to try it again. Justin Brownlee able to clean up the mess, and St. John's up 1. What an atmosphere at the Garden. It's like old school Big East. Clark gets the offensive rebound, foot on the line. Stepped out of bounds. So after a pair of Hardy free throws, St. John's up 3. Last chance for Georgetown. They really struggled shooting the ball. And St. John's wins at 61-58. They've won 5 in a row.
To help the Spartan faithful forget about the school's New Year's Day football no-show. At Northwestern, Kalen Lucas right there. Tom Izzo's squad up 13. We got 3 minutes to play. It's still a 13-point game. Michael Thompson, the running jumper. It's 11. Next Northwestern possession, Thompson. It's 9. Next Northwestern possession, Thompson. Curletti, the 3, it's 6. Next Northwestern possession, the senior from Chicago, Thompson. Wow. He's feeling it. They shut down John Cherna, 1 of 11 shooting, Northwestern's big gun. Thompson said, I brought my bullets. It's a 1-point game. Lucas hurt on that play. Left foot right there. Remember, he had that ruptured Achilles last season. 13 seconds to play. Lucas on the line. He misses the free throw. Draymond Green. Draymond had 11 rebounds, none bigger than that. But still, we've got a ball game. 3 points. Drew Crawford, the rebound, the timeout after Thompson went for the tie. And Crawford, no. Green, the double-double. Michigan State holds on. Coach Izzo says, it's just going to be one of those years.
Been the Irish 9-0 coming in. Less than 11 minutes left in the first. UConn down 7. Walker. He's going to shoot. And that's a good thing for UConn. That was his first point of the game, though. UConn down 9. He was stretching out his back on the bench. He would return to the game. Only had 4 points in the first half. Ben Hansbrough had a lot to do with that, though. There's Walker in transition, blocked by Tyrone Nash. UConn still down 4. Hansbrough not only got the job done on defense, he also did it on offense. He had 21 points. Notre Dame up 9. UConn didn't go away easily. Under 2 minutes to go, it's an 8-point game. Notre Dame turns it over. Walker. Bucket and the foul. He had 19 points, but he averages 27, so that's a win for the Irish. They'll take that every time they play it. 3 won't go for Walker. Shot 8 for 23. UConn still down 3. Under 10 seconds to go. Notre Dame with a bad case of abromaitis at the free throw line. Tim Abromaitis missed 2 free throws, could have put it away. Shabazz Napier goes to the other end, and he didn't exactly make a great basketball move. there. Notre Dame wins it by 3, 10 straight at home now for the Irish.
More Big East, 5th-ranked Pittsburgh at Providence. Jamie Dixon, former University of Hawaii assistant coach. Second half, Pitt +1. We got 2 minutes left. Brad Wanamaker driving through 2 defenders. Call for the offensive foul. Next Pitt possession. Pitt down 1. Wanamaker. Call for the offensive foul. Foul's out of the game with 10 points. Ensuing Providence possession. Marshawn Brooks. Providence up 1. We got 90 seconds left. He hits the 3. 4-point game. Brooks had 28.6 rebounds. Jamie Dixon called a timeout right there, and afterwards his team said he told us it's time. And it was time. Turnover. Providence. Pitt down 2 under a minute to play. Trevon Woodall, the 3. Pittsburgh going to win by 4. No repeat of 09. Ohio State football in Hog Heaven Tuesday. What about its second-ranked men's basketball team? Buckeyes at Iowa. They were down 6 at the half. They opened the second half on a 29-10 run. Jared Sullinger. I mean, this kid is something else. Freshman had 24 and 12. Buckeyes now at 4. Got 12 minutes to play. Sullinger missed there. Dallas Lauderdale. He's one of those kids that seemingly has been there forever. Matt Gatens hits the 3 there. Iowa 7 of 15 from 3. It was a 4-point game, and then David Lighty, another guy who's been there forever. Closest game of the season for the Buckeyes, but they win it 73-68. When you want under the radar, how about 6th-ranked San Diego State? Steve Fisher's club. Hey, there's a former Michigan man. They're at TCU. Ronnie Moss on the fast break. Billy White swatted it away. Other end, Malcolm Thomas. It's part of a 13-0 run. The San Diego native, 18 points, 10 boards. And Chase Tapley throws it to Kawhi Leonard. Aztecs up 9, and Leonard going to get the steal. And, well, you know the deal. San Diego State, 66-53. Leonard, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Florida, yeah? They're 18th ranked at home against Marshall. Marcus Jordan, you may be familiar with his dad, wore 23 in the NBA. Terrell Baines, tip-in dunk, but he's hurt on this play. He would return. That was painful to watch. UCF down 6, and that's when Jordan went to work. Oh, where'd you learn that?
At the crib?
He scored 9 straight at one point, and UCF takes the lead after the old-fashioned 3 by Jordan there, and then he's going to hang, bank. 18 of his 26 in the second half, and UCF wins.
Squeezed in a date with Alabama, Birmingham, and Durham. Devils trying to get to 14-0 this season. Kyle Singler, special night for him. Becomes the 11th player in Duke history with 2,000 career points. He had 15 and 7 rebounds in this game. Nolan Smith, though, just went off. Watch him get to the basket. Smith, 12 points in the first 6 minutes, and Duke up 17. All right, now, look at the defenders around Smith. So he finds Mason Plumlee. Plumlee with 14 points and 8 rebounds. And then Smith, the open lane again, and that'll get him off the feet at camera. 33 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists for Smith, and Duke wins.
Teams in the top 25. 7th-ranked Villanova, one of them, taking on South Florida. Corey Stokes right there. Corey Fisher right here to Dominique Cheek. Cheek, please. Take another look. He had 17 off the bench. Cheek and Stokes combined to go 9 for 9 from 3. Here's Stokes doing what he does. Came in averaging about 24 in his last 2 games. He leads all scorers with 22 in this game. 19 of them come in the second half. Again, perfect from 3. Villanova 83-71. How about this game Sunday? Nova and Cincinnati. Now the Pac-10 with 0 teams in the coaches' top 25. Washington ranked in the AP poll at 10-3, looking to go 3-0 in conference, hosting Oregon. Terrence Ross, the freshman out of Portland, Oregon. You know, Coach Altman would like to have him down in Eugene. Had he been able to go after him, Oregon didn't have a coach during most of the recruiting season. Washington was up 6 at the half. Jovan Catron knocking it down there. He had 20 and 10. Matthew Brian Omenick. He is a big dude. And here is Ross from Isaiah Thomas. Yes, godson of the Isaiah Thomas you're thinking of. He had 20 points, 9 assists. Thomas did. Ross, 25, 87-69. A Fox and a forest fire against Northwestern. Before the game, DJ Richardson, practicing game shots, showed you this on Top Plays. I'm sure Coach Weber's like, yeah, that's great. At least you made Top Plays. This is what Coach will think is great. Dimitri McCamey drives the lane, kicks it out to Richardson, who knocks down the three. That's the shots he wants you taking. Brandon Paul hits the three, and then McCamey finds Myers-Leonard. Alley-oop. Illinois up 18. They made 18 of their first 22 shots. 82%. Ended up shooting 71% for the game. 12 of 15, 6 of 7 from 3. Whoa! Second half. Richardson, Mike Davis. Another look. Illinois wins it 88-63. McCamey, 14 points.
Against non-conference opponents on the line Saturday. That's Kemba Walker and number 9 UConn. They were in Austin, and this is what Walker does. 1:20 to go. UConn on the road here has a 2-point lead. It was tied with 17 seconds left. Gary Johnson rejected. Alex Oriaki, big block. Roscoe Smith. Roscoe, you got 10 seconds on the clock. Son, what are you doing? We had to call in Dick Vitale. Dickie V, your thoughts?
He panicked. He absolutely panicked. Had no idea. Score time situation. So many times I've talked about that, Dave, that kids really just play and they don't really focus.
Situations. So we have overtime here. 5 seconds left. Jacobin and Brown for the win. Doesn't go, and they'll go to extra frame, tied at 73. We get in the OT, and it's Walker. The shot clock is running down here, and that's the issue on this shot. That makes it a 3-point UConn lead, the miracle 3. But hold on, the replay showed the ball appeared to still be in Walker's hand. That's it. Shot clock is out. He still got the ball. UConn got away with one there, it appears. 12 seconds left, though. The Huskies are down 1 as Texas answered. Walker the step back. This guy has been a one-man team this year in so many ways. He had 22. UConn back out in front by 1, so 2.8 to go. Corey Joseph. Shabazz Napier is there for the Huskies, and they win in overtime 82-81. UConn snaps Texas's 27-game home winning streak against non.
The Cuse up by 3. Jim Boeheim watching Scoop Jardine driving, and Scoop had 12 points. The Orange now 16-0, 3-0 in conference play. They win 61-56. Pitt unbeatable at home, hosting Marquette up by 8. Nasir Robinson to Gary McGee. It's now 5 straight wins for the Panthers, 89-81. They're off to an 11-0 start at home this season. West Virginia, Georgetown, Austin Freeman. He would lose the ball to Jason Clark. And West Virginia forcing 18 turnovers. Georgetown 1-3 in Big East play. They go down by 6. Burks leading the Buffaloes in scoring with 19 points per game. Hubert Davis dropping knowledge on Burks.
He's an improving defender, but on the offensive end, he can just score. He can shoot the ball from 3, but his strength is putting the ball on the floor and creating his own shot from mid-range all the way to the lane. If Colorado wants to compete in the Big 12, Alex Burks has to be great, and thus far this year, he has been terrific.
Well, Burks was great Saturday. 3 minutes left in the first half driving. He scored 20 in the first half. Remember, coming in, averaging 19 per game. Colorado up by 12 at the break. Second half, Burks too much. Shot clock winding down. The turnaround. Yeah. On the shot, Burks said sometimes it's your day. It was. Colorado up by 10. The kid from his St. Louis suburbs scores a career-high 36. Mizzou losing for just the second time this season, 89-76.
Trying to win 9 straight games for the first time since 1983 when the Dogs went to the Final Four. Here's Tompkins. Georgia closes the first half with a 13-4 run. They're up 11 at halftime. Second half, Travis Leslie. Leslie, the nice finish, he had 15 points. But then Kentucky answers. It's an 11-0 run. Darius Miller, Deron Lamb, 2 of his 18. UK is back within 2 along the baseline. It's the freshman, Terrence Jones here. Jones, elbow foul, gives Kentucky the lead. He had 24. But Tompkins led Georgia with 25, and the Dogs upset number 11 Kentucky 77-70 in their SEC opener. Georgia has won 9 in a row.
That would be the opposite when describing Penn State hoops. Sparty on the road, under 6 minutes left. They're down by 3. Delvin Rowe, the miss. Darrell Summers is there. 1-point contest. Then it's Draymond Green finding Rowe underneath. Mojo shifting to Michigan State's side. They're up by 1. 2 minutes left. Sparty still up 1. Taylor Battle. Long day for him, missing the long 3. Andrew Jones cleans it up. Penn State up by 1. So 38 seconds left. Penn State calling a timeout. What does Battle tell his head coach?
He said to me, the timeout, coach, give me the ball. I said, okay, but you got to make a shot for us. And he said, I'll make this next shot.
So out of the timeout, Battle gets the ball. Isolation, stop, pop, drop. The Big Ten leading scorer delivers. He said he knew it would go in. He had 13 points. Penn State up by 3. Summers from the corner, no good. He did have 21, but Penn State wins 66-62 and following one of the best weeks of practice.
Team. Duke welcoming their pals from Maryland to Cameron Indoor. Blue Devils haven't lost since March 3rd. That was to the Terps and Greaves Vasquez, who was in attendance for this one. Terrell Stoglin missed the layup, but Sean Moser there, and Coach K, a timeout. Oh, yeah, he wants to talk it over. You could say that. Moments later, Duke down 4. Nolan Smith pushing, finds Kyle Singler for 3. Singler had a big game. Duke within 1. Duke up 1. Great penetration. The passing by Duke to get it to Tyler Thornton, who makes the floater. Duke up 3. Next possession, Singler. Seth Curry, long jumper. Curry had 12 points. Duke up 5, caps an 11-zip run after that Coach K timeout. And then Smith to Singler. Singler had 25 points. You know what? Duke wins their 25th straight game. Nice when things work out like that. 71-64.
Second-ranked Ohio State, 15-0 as they welcome the Golden Gophers to Columbus. David Lighty, 110 career victories, 1 away from breaking the school record. Going to do it against Minnesota. Lighty drives, misses the lay, and Jared Sullinger. What do you suppose his nickname is?
Sully?
You got it. 15 points, 12 rebounds. Ohio State up 27-18. Then Lighty, face up 3 in the corner. He had 19. Ohio State, biggest lead, 18 points, 55-37. But remember, they're not just Gophers. They're Golden Gophers. Al Nolan to the rack and the foul. Minnesota down 67-64 after 2 missed free throws by the Buckeyes. Minnesota ball back, 10 to go for Tubby Smith's crew. Austin Hollins gets blocked by William Buford on the 3-point attempt, and Ohio State holds on to improve to 16-0, 67-64. School up north, Michigan with a non-conference tilt against third-ranked and unbeaten Kansas. Bill Self's club 14-0. Final minute of regulation. Michigan trailing by a deuce. Darius Morris, give him 2. We're tied at 51. Kansas ball back, 10 to play. Tyrell Reed finds Marcus Morris from the corner for the win. No. Wolverines get the last 6 points of regulation. We're going to play an extra 5, tied at 51. In the overtime, Kansas up 2. Markieff Morris, who had 13, gets it to Marcus Morris, who had 22 points. Brother. Kansas would take a 5-point lead. Then Reed, deep 3, and the home team, deep 6. Kansas wins at 67-60 despite shooting just 36% and 4 of 24 from
Cats off to the second-best start in school history. Mick Cronin and his club doing their thing. Jaquan Parker driving, blocked from behind by Isaiah Armwood. Cronin wanted a foul, got a technical instead. Since he was awful in the first half, when almost 9 minutes without a field goal, they shot 36% for the game. They were 2 for 20 from 3. Cincinnati forcing the turnover. A little give and go there. Deion Dixon with Sean Kilpatrick, and Dixon finishes. And then Kilpatrick turns it over. Dominic Cheek on the fast break. The dunk that bounces in and draws the foul. And then Corey Fisher. Nice pass to Muftal Yaru, who jams it in. Fisher led Nova with 21. They go on to win 72-61. Moment of silence prior to the tip in Tucson. Wildcats head coach Sean Miller had a meeting with his players to, quote, paint the picture, the reality of what happened, knowing that basketball was on the back burner. Kyle Fogg misses the 3. Jameel Horn, the putback dunk at the buzzer. Watch it again. Horn, great timing on the putback and jams it home as the time runs out. Wildcats go up 39-28 at halftime. The second half, Anthony Brown misses the lay-in. Jeremy Green, quick to the rim, jams it home. Cardinals down 9, and then Arizona up 5. Horn open off the bench. Horn goes for 16 and 12. Arizona started 8-9 last season. They're 14-3 through 17 games.
To number 11 after a 3-1 start in the Big East. Buzz Williams and company, though, ready to shoot. Darius Johnson-Odom, three-point shot in transition. He finished 3 of 5 from 3. Wasn't just him. It was a 3 for all. Jay Crowder, Drano, 18 points on 4 for 6 from 3. And Dwight Bikes, bang, bang, bang. Bikes 5 for 5 from three-point range. He had 21. Marquette 12 of 17 on threes. Later, they're up 19. They turn defense into offense. Bikes forces the turnover. Johnson-Odom with the big finish, and Marquette rolls